So these are the 4 varieties of unordered list. So these are the 5 types that I can use in an ordered list. So you can quickly see that this ordered list is part of this unordered list. So that's how you can nest your ordered and unordered list. So this is another type of list that we can add in HTML. Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about HTML lists. Now list elements allow to group a set of related items in a list. So when you have a set of related items and you want to specify in form of a list, then we use these list elements. Now HTML supports unordered list, ordered list and description list. Let's talk about unordered list. An unordered list is also known as bulleted lists and it starts with UL tag. Each list item starts with li tag inside it. So UL tag is the parent and each li tag is child of it. Each element that you want or each text that you want to be part of this list should be kept inside the li tag. And because you have used UL tag, this will be used as an unordered list so that each list element will have a bullet point to it. The type attribute can be used to specify the type of bullet that you want to use in this specific list. Now the values that you can provide to this type attribute can be a disk, circle, square or none. An ordered list starts with OL tag. OL tag represents ordered list. Just like an unordered list, each list item is represented inside it with an li tag. So each text will be kept inside li tag and this li tag will be child of OL tag. Because this is an ordered list, they will be showed in form of numbers. Each list element will have a specific order in it and the type of numbering that we want to use is specified by the type attribute of it. So the values that type attribute of ordered list supports are 1, A in uppercase, A in lowercase, I in uppercase and I in lowercase. The uppercase I and lowercase I are used to show Roman numbers over there. Along with the type attribute, in ordered list you also have a start attribute and with the help of start attribute you can actually specify the value from which this specific list will start. So if you specify like start as 4, so the first element in that list will start from 4. One more point to be noted here is lists can be nested inside another list. That means you can have nested lists as well. A description list is a list of items with a description of each term. So description list is actually used in situation where you are providing a definition term and a specific definition of that term. Now DL tag is used for a description list and to provide the term of the description list we use DT tag. Here DT tag is actually used to represent definition term and DD tag actually used to means definition description. So with the help of DT you can specify the term you are defining and with the help of DD you can specify the definition or the description of that specific term. So it's pretty much of talk and now it's time to see the things practically. Hey guys, here we are on our VS Code and let's start writing pages for HTML list. So we discussed that there are basically 3 types of lists. So let me create the first HTML page for the unordered list. So let me name it as unordered1.html. Now let me just copy paste the basic structure for the HTML page and let me just add in an unordered list over here. So to create an unordered list we need UL element and for every list item we need an li tag. So let me quickly add few elements over here as some of the famous languages. So I have added 5 languages over here as C, C++, C#, Java and Apex. And because it's an unordered list, they will be shown in form of bulleted lists. So let me show the output. So you'll click on this HTML list, click on unordered1.html and here is our unordered list. Now there are few attributes that we can use with unordered list and the attribute that we are going to focus on is the type attribute. Now if you remember, we have seen that there are 4 values that we can use on this type attribute. So let me create another page as unordered2.html, and I will show you all the 4 types of unordered list. I am copying the content from unordered1.html, pasting it over here, and inside this I am going to create the same unordered list but with different types. So in the first one I will specify the type as disk, which is the default type, and if you won't specify any other type it will be disk only. So let me create few more types of unordered list, and I'm adding a break between those types as well. So instead of adding a break, let me add a horizontal rule. The second type is circle, the third type is square, and we have one more option where we specify none. Let me save this, go back to the previous portion, let me refresh this section and click on unordered2.html. So these are the 4 varieties of unordered list, with a disk, with a circle, with a square, and with none as an unordered list type. Now the next type of list that we are going to see is an ordered list. So let me quickly create an ordered list over here. So I am right clicking, clicking on new file and naming it as ordered1.html. I am copy pasting the content from unordered1.html and just changing it to an ordered list. Now if I will see the output of this one, this will show a numbered list for me. So let me quickly go back, refresh this section and click on ordered1.html. Now this is the ordered list. If we won't specify any type, definitely it's going to come in form of numbers only. But there are few values that I can specify for ordered list as well in the type attribute. So let me quickly create an ordered2.html where I'm going to show you various types of ordered list. So here I have created an ordered2.html file, and I have, as you can see, I have used ordered list over here, but the type of it would vary. We have few types as 1, A in lowercase, I, and I in lowercase. Now this I represents the Roman values and A represents the alphabets. So let me quickly change the type over here. So the first one I'm going to use as number, the second one as capital A or uppercase A, the third one as lowercase a, the fourth one as uppercase I, which is Roman numerals. And let me quickly add one more ordered list over here. And here I will add type as lowercase I, which is Roman numerals in lowercase. So let me go back, refresh this section and open ordered2.html. So these are the 5 types that I can use in an ordered list for me. Now we have seen that even we can create nested list. Now nested lists are nothing but list inside a list, right? And you can create an ordered list inside an unordered list or the vice versa. So it's completely on you what sort of nesting you want to do. So here I'm going to create a nested list for you. So let me create a nested list.html. Let me quickly copy the content or the structure of an HTML doc. And here I'm naming it as HTML nested list. So this will be the title of the tab. And now here I'm going to create a nested list. What I'm going to do here is I will make an ordered list as part of an unordered list. So let me quickly do that. So as you can see, I have created an unordered list with 3 elements into it as programming language, server side scripting language and client side scripting language. So let me add that scripting term over here and let me show you the output of this certain page. So we will go back, click on refresh and let me open the nested list.html and here is our unordered list. Now I am going to add an ordered list as part of this unordered list. So I am going to add few more programming languages. So I am going to insert an ordered list inside this list item. So I have just kept the closing tag of the list item and within that I am going to create an ordered list, and I'm going to add programming languages over here. Similarly, I'm going to add few server-side scripting languages. So I'm going to just move this closing li to the next line and adding another ordered list over here. So I'm just copy pasting it, and I have added PHP, ASP.NET and Servlet. So you can quickly see that this ordered list is part of this unordered list. So that's how you can nest your ordered and unordered list, and it can be in any order. It's not like you can always keep an ordered list inside an unordered list. It can be in the other way, like you can have an unordered list inside an ordered list. Now there is one more variety of list which we discussed about, is description list. So let me quickly create one more HTML page over here for the description list. So I'm going to add one HTML file as description.html, and I'm quickly going to add basic structure of an HTML doc. Now to create a description list is nothing but a list which actually creates description of each term. So we need to create a description list, and for that we have a DL tag. Now within this DL element we can provide a term and we can provide a definition for it. So here I'm going to define 3 terms. So I'm going to add 3 DTs. So the first DT will be nothing but HTML, and then I'm going to provide a description for it, for which we will use a DD tag. So let me provide a small description of HTML over here, which I copy pasted from internet only, and here you go. So if I show you the output of this description list, which is having only one list item. So let me show you that. Let me go back, let me refresh this, and let me open the description.html. And here is a description list. Now similarly, I'm going to add few more description elements to this description list. So for every element we will have a DT and a DD tag. So as you can see, I have 3 description definitions over here for the 3 description terms. The terms are HTML, CSS and JS, and I have defined those terms. So this is another type of list that we can add in HTML. So guys, that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.